All right, welcome back to One Bills Live. Chris Brown, Steve Tasker with you, and pleased to be joined now by Bills legend and former wide receiver, former first-round draft choice in 2004. It is the one and only Lee Evans joining us. How we doing, Lee?
Doing well. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and the reason we're having you is because we're going to have you here at Highmark Stadium on Sunday, as you are this week's Legend of the Game when the Bills host the Vikings. Legend of the Game is presented by the BFLO Store, the official retailer of the Buffalo Bills. And as has been the case with Legends of the Game, you'll be able to catch Lee out at the BFLO Store on Saturday, November 12th, 1 to 2 p.m. on Transit Road for some autographs. You can also download and visit the Bills app and enter for a chance to win a $250 BFLO Store gift card and a signed Lee Evans football. Pretty good deal. And then on Sunday, obviously, you're going to be at the game. But at 10 a.m., Gillette and Signature Cuts on the Boulevard, Lee is going to be styled by team barbers. Now, this is going to be interesting, Lee, in light of the fact that there's not a lot up top, but I guess they're going to be working that beard a little bit on you.
Yeah, trim up the goatee a little bit. I can let it grow a little bit, and see if they can do a good job.
That'll be great.
Right. Give us an idea of what are you coming back by yourself? Are you bringing any family? Are you going to reconnect with some people up here? You were here for a while.
Yeah, all of the above. So I'll definitely connect with some people while I'm up there, but I'm bringing my son, who's a freshman in high school now. He just finished up his freshman year of football, and I moved him up to varsity, so he's playing well. He's having fun with it, and he's a huge Bills fan. So
all right,
he's excited to come back too.
What position does he play, Lee?
He's playing receiver and DB, or receiver and running back.
Okay.
Right.
What a shocker that is. Right. I think it's fitting that they chose you as a legend of the game for this week's game, a game that's going to have two of the leading receivers in football right now in Justin Jefferson and Stefon Diggs. What is your, kind of stance on those two guys as talents?
I mean, unbelievable. Obviously, Diggs has been, he was with Minnesota, so I'm sure he'll, have some feeling towards that. But, watching Diggs play, watching them compete, and watching them, come in every day has been, it's been great to watch. And, he got a guy, a big, strong guy who can get him the ball down the field. It's really sweet to watch. And watching what he can do with the ball after the catch is special, too. So his game all the way around is one that I watch every week, and I'm all by.
Give us an idea. What do you? It wasn't that long ago that you were out there. Give us an idea. What do you think it takes to be successful for that long? Certainly, a wide receiver is a little bit dependent on the guy pulling the trigger, a little bit of that, but a lot of it comes down to his own ability to succeed and stay with it in the offseason. Give us an idea of the insight as to how some of these guys are so productive for so long in their career.
Yeah, the game is also a little different now, right? It's not the off season isn't as strenuous. The training camp isn't as strenuous. So these guys can really get a chance to, kind of hone in their craft and some of the little things as far as, route running, technique. But, at the end of the day, it's just it's you and the ball and fighting with the man who's trying to guard you. And so I think his competitive spirit, some of the things that he does training-wise in the offseason, I think is great, training with a lot of other guys and, really not taking himself out of it, just kind of drives his competitive nature. And, that's really what it takes. It's all year now, even though they took some of the physical demands off of it, mentally and spiritually, you got to stay into it. And I think a lot of these young guys are really doing that, and they have the opportunity to have a lot more longevity in the league.
Lee, your name kind of came up a few weeks ago because I'm sure if your son's a Bills fan and you're watching these games, you saw Gabe Davis with two really long touchdowns, 98 and 62 yards in the first half against the Steelers. And very quickly, your name comes up because of that Houston game where you had a couple 83-yarders in the first half. I don't know if they said it on the telecast, but they were saying it in the press box. because that's the first time it happened since you did it. What do you remember about that first half? Because that's not something that anybody expects going in, no matter what kind of preparation you take into a game.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of those games where you and the quarterback were just kind of locked in from the beginning, and JP was there, and we had a good relationship together. We had a good synergy throwing and catching the ball, and if all else failed, he would just throw it up there and hope that I go make a play. And that quarter we were certainly hot, and it was a lot of fun. And watching Gabe and Allen do it again, I mean, it's fun, right? You never expect something like that to happen, but when it does, it's really, really special and really a lot of fun to be a part of.
What is your when you talk about your son being such a huge Bills fan? What are your feelings about coming back and being a legend of the game and saying hi to the stadium once again, a place where you played over 100 games in the league? You had there's a lot of miles on that turf it was the Ralph, and you give us an idea of what your thoughts are and your feelings about coming back.
I mean, I'm excited. I really am, and just to be back in Buffalo and be back around the organization, still know a few people in the organization. It'd be great to see, a lot of people I haven't seen in a long time, and to interact with the fans. I mean, I'm really excited. It's been a while since I've been back in this type of capacity. So, obviously the team is doing well. It's a ton of excitement around the city, a ton of excitement around the team and the players. When I was there, we didn't have a ton of excitement. We didn't have a time like this where it was this exciting, this much excitement around the team and potential to move forward. So to see it now is certainly special, and it'll be a pleasure to be a part of.
And then Lee, I know Bills fans always ask, especially about former players that were, well liked like you. What are you doing now? I know you're in Virginia now, but what are you up to?
So finally my son started high school, so that's been a big relief. Before that, it was all travel teams and coaching his teams and moving around and doing that whole shuffle. So that was a ton of fun. He got a ton of exposure from that. And I think it really did help him going into high school, as frustrating as it was. Outside of that, I still stay, busy in the real estate world, and trying to do some real estate and, try to keep myself busy. But, it's been, I got a 3-year-old now who's coming into the scene. Say hi. So he's keeping me busy as well. And, we're having fun, and he gets to see his brother compete since he never saw me compete.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Lee, we look forward to crossing paths with you this weekend. Good luck. Travel safely, and go Bills.
All right. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
All right, that's Bills former receiver Lee Evans, going to be the legend of the game when the Bills host the Vikings on Sunday. And if you can't get to the BFLO store appearance, 1 to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get an autograph from Lee, he's also going to be on the Boulevard on the Seneca Soundstage, 11 to noon, where you can meet and greet Lee, maybe take a picture, get an autograph as well.